Hey subbies and friends, this is Lady T and I'm checking in to say hi. Today I wanted to come on and talk about my natural hair goals. Okay, it's been a long journey and I'm gonna do probably a more thorough video about my natural hair journey, but right now we're going to talk about goals. As you guys know, my hair has gone from short to long, thinning to short. Now I'm regrowing it back and allowing my hair to grow after the thinning. One of the things I can think about that number one goal this year, and it seems like it's the same goal all the time, is regimen, routine, commitment. You know, isn't that always our goal with anything, even outside of here? One thing about me is, I know exactly what I need to do to get my hair longer. I know how to get my hair longer. The thing I struggle with is the routine. When you come home from a long day at work, the first thing you want to do is relax, and you might go do some things around the house. The last thing you're thinking about is your hair. My number one goal is to realize that my hair matters to me, and I want to see it thriving and healthy. It's nothing worse than when you see your hair and it's not healthy, and I know that because when your hair starts thinning, it really makes you realize like the things you take for granted and how when you did everything right, it worked right. But every once in a while, you can still do everything pretty much right, and as you were doing it before, and it can go left without anything that you can control. So I just want to do the basics, making sure I'm moisturizing more, making sure I'm doing my nighttime routine more. I'm really good about putting like satin scarves on my head at night so that I never really go to bed without a satin scarf on my head. I'm great about moisturizing my hair in the morning, but that nighttime routine, although I personally feel is the most important, is the one I struggle with the most. I believe if you can master your nighttime routine and get your hair in place at night, especially if you're going to wear like a style like this where it's twisted out, you just want your hair to be at a good base where it's moisturized, got a little bit of texture, and then you can move into your hairstyle. Now ideally you want to do protective styles. That would be what I would typically do when my hair was longer. But now that my hair is shorter, I tend to just like to pull it up, which is still a protective style, and allow my texture to flow through. And right now, this is an old Bantu knot out. And I probably will show you a video of me doing this simple style. You'll see how my hair looked because I did not set it at night. It was very dry in the morning, and it was kind of a little bit of texture, but just, needed some love. So I just threw this little scarf on my head just because I have to run some errands today, and I just needed something to kind of fake it till I make it. But if you look closer, you can see the drier ends, and I used some apple cider vinegar water and shea butter, and a little bit of Allicate Naturals just to kind of top off the moisture on my hair this morning. But ideally I would want to put my hair, even if I don't Bantu knot it, just put some moisture on it, add some water, add some type of sealant like shea butter, and then just put your bonnet on. And then in the morning your hair's going to feel soft. And then I would love to also make sure I'm moisturizing my scalp with castor oil. I don't put much on my scalp, but castor oil is something I like to just use on a continuous basis just to make sure my scalp is lubricated and healthy, and it reinforces hair growth. Another thing I want to do this year, which I'm pretty decent about but getting even better with, is my vitamin regimen. I want to make sure I'm taking my vitamins every day. One of the things I would love to do, and this is a hope and a dream that I'm trying to make reality, is to document when I'm taking my vitamins if I did my nighttime routine, because you'll be amazed when you actually save things and record them what you're actually doing. You might have one image of yourself. Yeah, I take my vitamins. Yeah, I do my nighttime routine for the most part. You may look at some information over a series of time and realize you do that maybe 50% of the time, 30% of the time, and then you wonder why your hair is not thriving. So I want to start getting more into documenting my journey. I want to get more into protective styling again. Now that my hair is getting a little longer, trying to look into even short protective styles. I definitely need to work on my wash routine. I am so bad. I wouldn't say I'm bad about washing my hair, because some people may not think your hair needs to be washed every week. I personally do, and it's not just because it needs to be clean. Moisture. Your hair, when it's in a clean state, is the best state it can be in, when you cleanse all the dirt and build up from your skin and scalp and then start again. I think it's a great habit and muscle to build. So I'll definitely be working on my regimen for washing my hair. Everything, the common word will be regimen. Regimen for washing my hair. Regimen and routine for taking vitamin. Regimen and routine for nighttime. Also, products I'm pretty good about. I typically stick with the same products that I know work. I feel like I know my staples. One of the goals this year would be to branch out a little bit more. As you saw in my hair product empty video, I tend to stick with the same hair products. Okay, and that's great. I've learned my staples. That's actually a strength. I've learned how to moisturize my hair, and I know it backwards. I want to start branching out a little bit more. Like, I remember one time I used flaxseed oil, really loved it. I remember I used to use mud washes, really loved it, but I haven't used that recently. So because my hair was just in such a weird place that I didn't want to try all that different stuff. I know I mentioned before that I wanted to try more products. I don't know if that's going to really happen. I wouldn't mind trying a little product here and there, but I would think I'm going to move more into mixing my leave-ins like I used to when I first came natural. I used to buy like a basic leave-in conditioner like Giovanni Direct Leave-In, and then I would mix in like oils and butters and just make my own concoction. I think that would be really fun. I've seen Natural 85 do like some type of mango butter. So I would love to go through some of her videos and see some of the homemade recipes she's made, and other people who are really into making their own hair concoctions. So I'm going to be looking probably more into stuff like that. I think that's a lot more fun for me, is actually buying the ingredient in its basic form and mixing it and making my own thing, you know, just for my hair, just to create my own smells that I want and get more familiar with the oils and what they're good for. You know, sometimes you need to refresh yourself on why the benefits of different oils and things on your hair. Okay, but anyway guys, mainly my hair goals is to try to get my hair as healthy as possible, not so much length. I do want to retain as much hair as possible, but I'm going to be trimming my hair again just to even it out, and I'll explain why in other videos. But because some of my hair is different length still because of some other, you know, again, I had thinning. So as I was cutting and growing, some parts are still longer than others and shorter. And, you know, my hair is kind of awkward shaped. So one of the big goals is to get my hair to grow even in a place where it's at a good even length, and it may end up being shorter, not longer. That's why I don't really want to make hair goals. But so far, guys, I think that's really it. You know, I want to keep my vitamin regimen. I want to improve my nighttime routine. I want to improve my wash routine. I want to experiment with hair concoctions, and, you know, for example, making my leave-in conditioners. My hair like leave-in conditioners more than creams for the most part, but I wouldn't mind playing around with like mixing my oils that I use in the morning, and, you know, mixing the little leave-in with some other ingredients. Not so much buying hair products, because honestly, hair products are, in my opinion, overrated, but that's a whole nother video, and they overpriced a lot of times. But anyways, guys, I hope you like this. Let me know what are some of your hair goals this year. Mine are pretty simple. I just want to get better and stronger so that my hair can get better and stronger, and I can just know what to expect more from my hair. I have been learning a lot about my hair ever since it started thinning, just taking my time with my hair and watching how it reacts and grows, and just playing with it while it's short. I actually don't mind the short hair. I'm gonna have some video footage of when my hair was really short when I first cut it, and it's growing, and once it starts wanting to grow, it just keeps growing. But it's so ironic how the front is growing so much faster than my back. But those are other videos that we'll get to at another time. So my hair goals for this year are definitely gonna be regimen and routine. I want to see improvements on my nighttime routine, definitely. I want to continue taking my vitamins. I do well with vitamins. I slack a little bit, but I'm pretty good about doing my daily vitamins. I take one a day. I take a hair, skin, and nails. I try to take an MSM, and I try to take a biotin. I like those vitamins not only because they are they're great for hair growth. They actually give you energy, especially B vitamins, okay? MSM as well. And I definitely want to start documenting more, like when I'm washing my hair, did I follow my weekly regimen? You know, because my hair struggles a lot with moisture, and I believe moisture starts with clean hair. Yes, you can continue to moisturize your dirty hair and hair that's not clean every week, and it can still be pretty much healthy because it's in a protective state. But at the end of the day, if your hair is not clean, that's going to lead to other issues with your scalp. You got to remember, your scalp is alive. Your scalp is different from the hair. The hair is dead. Your hair can hold a bunch of product and substances on it and thrive. The scalp, however, is where everything is happening, and if your scalp is not healthy, you can get thinning hair, you can get hair loss, you can get all kind of scalp problems, like, you know, I don't know if dandruff comes from dirt, but still, it's dandruff is a form of clogged pores, acne. You know, you just want to make sure you remember your scalp is just as important as your hair, and although you want the long hair and it can still produce hair, it may not be healthy hair, you know. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. My goal personally for myself is to really get in the habit of my regimen routine to the point where it's second nature. And a lot of things have developed like over the years, like moisturizing my hair daily, wrapping my hair up at night. Those are easy for me. Taking vitamins, easy for me. One thing I want to do though is document when am I washing it, when am I kind of taking my vitamins, and maybe just create like a little sheet that I check off. And I know that sounds dramatic, but sometimes that's what you have to do. I'm a big fan of tracking what you do and looking back to get improvement, because you know, you might think you're going to do certain things, but when you really watch your habits and behavior, you get to see exactly who you are and what you're about, what your weaknesses are. Okay, and that's the goal of growth. Anything about growth, to me, growth always involves tracking and improvement. And you can't know how you're really improving if you're not tracking it, if you know what I mean. So I'm looking forward to this year. I've been doing better in some ways, but I definitely see some struggles still with the nighttime routine. I want my nighttime routine to be as simple as lubricating my scalp with castor oil. Even if it's just putting it on my fingers and rubbing it like that. I'm not talking about parting the hair or doing a very extensive job. I'm saying just putting on your fingers and going throughout your hair and doing a little soft, light scalp massage. Then adding some apple cider vinegar water. Anything I do with moisture starts with regular water before I add a product on my hair. I'll be honest, I am good with doing protective styles when it's on my when it was on my longer hair. I mean, it was so cool because long hair, you have so many options. But when your hair's short, you know, it can be a struggle sometimes. I'm definitely going to be checking out some videos to get some inspiration about how I should wear my hair, because I definitely need a regimen with protective styling as well, because my hair is getting longer and I need these ends to be nice and lubricated. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much my goals this year. Let me know some of the plans you have with your natural hair this year and how you're going to grow your hair, improve your hair. What are some of your natural hair struggles? One of my natural hair struggles is definitely moisture and nighttime routine, which I think they both go hand in hand. If you lubricate your hair at night, you'll have a better time keeping it moisturized during the day. I'm very good at moisturizing it in the morning, luckily, so my hair usually does look pretty good, but it would be a lot easier if I did it at night as well, because you got to think all that time that goes by at night that your hair is dry and you're moving around, and your nighttime routine to me is one of the most important routines, but that's a whole nother video. So anyway, guys, I hope you like this video. Please like the video, comment, and if you want, go ahead and subscribe. More videos coming soon, and have a good day. Bye-bye.